Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mr. Beard and today I'm back at it again. I've had a lot of comments in my last video which blew up apparently because a lot of people want to know the next dinosaur. Thank you very much for all the support, guys. Thank you for the comments. I read all of them. I try to respond to all of them, like all of them. I really like seeing your guys' opinion on stuff. And the most common thing I saw in the comments is that the secret dinosaur, it's something that can pin down a Rex. And as you can see on the screen, I'm gonna show you now. These two comments basically say that, you know, and I knew this from somewhere and I read them elsewhere as well, and I think I've seen a dev talk about it, is that the secret dinosaur I talked in that video and the secret apex are two different things, right? And as you can see in these comments, that's basically what they say, is basically there's two secret dinosaurs. The secret dinosaur I talked in my previous video is a dinosaur I think is gonna come after Oviraptor. So in this roadmap, you know, the one we got in the Isle official video roadmap, it's somewhere in between those, right? That's the secret dinosaur. And there's going to be a secret apex, which is gonna come in the next roadmap, right? Not in this one. So there's two different secret dinosaurs, right? I appreciate all the comments talking about it and talking about everything, your opinions and stuff. In this video, I want to talk about the secret apex because, yeah, it's something big coming into the game and I want to share my opinion on it. Now, I want to show you a video right now of a Dundee stream from 3 months ago, and it is said that the secret apex will be able to pin down a Rex. This is probably the animation of the Rex getting pinned down, so just look at it for a few seconds.
Yeah. The T-Rex can also get shoved to the ground and murdered.
Alright, as you can see, that animation's called Rex, well, Tyrannosaurus mutilate, and it's Rex pinned down, and Dundee says he can think of 5 dinosaurs who can do that. So, I went ahead and put a few dinosaurs here over the weight. Let me just double check to make sure it's all of them, and I didn't forget any of them. So I'm guessing big dinosaurs over 5,000 tons are gonna do that, probably. I put Terry, where's Terry? Right here, which is 4,500. Suko is 5,000. Para is 5,300. Acro is 5,800. I didn't put Carcharodontosaurus because we didn't see a lot about it, and Felipe said he doesn't want another Rex Giga clone, so I didn't put Carchar here. Anki, you know, I put it's 7,000 kilograms. Giga is 7,800 giga kilos. Spino is 8,860 kilos. Dinocaris is 9,000 kilos. Shunt is 14,000 kilograms. And obviously, you know, the Kama, Bronto, Camara, Brachy, Diplodocus, stuff like that, right? Now, moving on to the next thing is, like, what can pin down a Rex? I don't know if the developers referred to what the next apex will be something that can pin down a Rex at adult stage or sub-adult stage or whatever, because if you think about it, Rex might be able to get pinned down at sub-adult, so we don't know what they meant. Like, for example, Alberto in this situation, Rex can be pinned down as a sub-adult by Alberto, you know, you would think that. But we'll just pretend it's adult, right? I think the devs got excited and just, when they thought about Rex, they thought about the adult stage, you know, the animation I just showed you, right? And I'll just go ahead and remove Alberto from this because it won't be able to mess with the full-grown Rex, right? Now, according to that animation we just saw, I don't think Anki will be able to do that unless he just jumps on the Rex. But I don't think that's how Anki is gonna work. So Anki is not. Also, secret apex, right? Acro might be an apex, and I've seen Kissen talked about Acro and the definition we as a community gave to the word apex, right? Like, I think she said she doesn't know if it's an apex or not. Depends on what the community, you know, decides what's an apex and what's not an apex, right? But Acro is quite big. right? It's a strong carnivore, and I don't think Kissen just randomly talked about, you know, Acro being an apex or not. So Acro, I'm just gonna leave it there. A Pato, I think this is a Pato, right? I don't think any of these fellas right here are going to pin down a Rex, because if a sauropod like this, they're sauropods, right? I hope I'm not getting that wrong. If a sauropod is just stomps on the Rex, is probably gonna crush him with the weight, so that's not pinning down really. Dinocaurus, I think it's very likely we see it in the concept art. Let me just show you in the concept here on the page. By the way, this is the document I'm working on, right? You can work on it as well. You find it in the description. You can make a copy and make your own thingy from it. Dinocaurus. If we look at the concept art, right, for Dinocaurus, look, it's pinning down a Suko. It's bigger than a Suko, so it's probably going to be able to pin down a Rex. Also, it can go in mud without, you know, much trouble, so that's going to be fun. It can walk in water like this. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. So I'm just gonna leave him in like this, right? So I'm guessing that he can, right? Giga, absolutely possible. Now, Para, right? Para is interesting. 5,300 kilos. It's a little less than an Acro, right? Could it pin down a Rex? You know, like stomp on him and try to, you know, fight over him. But I don't think it will be able to restrict the Rex's movement that much. Imagine a cow fighting a bull, right? I don't think a cow will be able to just pin down a bull, right? It's just gonna, the bull is just gonna move aside or is gonna get kicked by the cow. So I'm not sure, but we can just check, right? We can just check. We have the document with no big deal, no big deal. Where's the Para? Let's check the concept art for the Para. Now, it's fighting Alos, right? Is gonna fight, that's an Alberto, I think, or another Alo, right? Is running away from the Alo, is kicking Utahs. It's, look, what is that? What is that? It's something, right? I think Alos again are jumping on the Para. So Para, I don't think Para will be able to pin down something. Like, honestly, look at this, right? It's gonna just kick them rather than pin them down. So I'm just gonna remove Para from this list. Let me just close this. This is the other thumbnail for another video I made. Yeah, Para, I don't think so. It's just gonna kick the Rex rather than, or run away. Basically run away. I don't think Para has the abilities to deal with the Rex, you know. Shunt. Now Shunt is quite interesting, right? Because Shunt is a very big, strong, is basically a Para but on another level. Like it's almost 3 times the weight of a Para, right? And look at Tenos compared to a Shunt. There's no way, like, Shunt won't be able to pin down a Rex. Look at this. Look, it's literally stomping on an Alberto. That's literally an Alberto. I can see the spikes on the head. Look, you see? It's pinning down the Alberto. Look at this, right? And it's stomping him. And it's just, you know, and the animation, remember, is called Tyrannosaurus Mutilates. So something's gonna mutilate the Rex, right? So I'm just gonna leave the Shunt for discussion. Spino, obviously, it will be able to. Now, let's get down to these two, right? To the business I wanted to say. Suko, as we know, where is my boy Suko? Here's my boy Suko. Now, Suko is 5,000 kilograms on my list. I got all the weights from a chart that has all the upcoming dinosaurs and their weights. Of course, they might change. Suko might be lighter or heavier, who knows? But like around 5,000 kilograms, right? Now, Suko, it has the claws, it has the bite, but its bite is not that strong. As we know about Suko, is going to be a fish eater, right? Is definitely fish eater. Now, a lot of people in the comments on my last video said, Felipe said Suko is closer than Bari, and Punch said that Bari is, we're getting Bari first. Let me just go to Bari and showcase you in this video in case you didn't see my last video. Now, if we go to Bari, it says, Punch says clearly here, remember you're getting Bari first when they said anything at all on Suko. So Suko might be ready, but I think they're waiting for Barry until they release the Suko. And I really don't think Suko will be able to pin down the Rex. Now, if we look on this chart right here, right, we see where's the Rex. The Rex is right next to the Spino. You see this boy right here. Where's the Suko in this? Suko is right here, right? Look at him. And look at the Rex. It won't be able to. It literally won't be able to pin down the Rex. It doesn't have the body strength. It's not going to be able to. So goodbye, little Suko. Little compared to Rex, of course. Bigger than me. You know, I'm big, but not that big. Let's be honest. Now, Terry. Is Terry on this? Look, Terry is the yellow one. Rex is the red one. Is that red or not really? I'm colorblind, so yeah, one fact. I don't think so. I mean, Rex literally one bite on that head and it's breaking it in three parts, literally. And Terry is 4,500 kilos, literally lighter than the Suko. Suko, I think, is 5,000. If we look over here, Sukomaima is 5,200 kilos. So that's interesting. Terry is behind him with 5,000. Okay, so apparently, you know, the weights are wrong. We won't know the full weights until the devs put the dinosaur in the game, but I think, yeah, Suko is even heavier than Terry, and Terry is just the claws are under the Suko. So look at my mouse here, and the claws of the Terry are literally here. Terry, I don't think is gonna be able to pin down the Rex. I'm sorry, Terry, I'm so sorry. You can go away. Now, let's look at other dinosaurs that can. Dinocaurus, Giga, Spino, Shunt. As you can see, the Shunt is there. Is that Apatosaurus? You see Apato right there. We could leave Apato in there, but you know what? You know a reason I'm not leaving Apato in there? Because I don't think they're gonna add this. I think they're gonna add Kama or Maggie first. Where's Maggie? There's Maggie. You see that? Maggie's there. Apato, Kama. No, Kama. I think that's Kama right there. I think that's the ones they are gonna add first. So I don't think they're gonna add Apata very soon. I might be wrong, and you can, of course, as always, put your opinion in the comments. But I don't think any of the sauropods are gonna be able to pin down the Rex. Now, let's look at Acro. We didn't look at Acro real quick. I think that's Acro, right? Let me see on the colors. Yeah, Acro, 5,800. So I got that weight, right? Acro is there. Rex is here. Now, again, Rex might not even be an adult. And, you know, Acro can pin down a Rex that's a sub. Now, Argentinos... No, what? What did I just say? Albertosaurus and Allo even can't even... I don't think can even pin down a sub Rex. I think to pin down something might you know, need to be a weight difference at least. Thinking about the mechanic programming way of the mechanic. But I think Acro will be able to pin down a sub-Rex. And maybe that's what the devs thought about, right? And in that case, Acro can stay on the list. And all of these, you know, Dinocaurus, Giga, Shunt, and Spino can stay on the list, you know. As we can see, the Giga has the Shunt in the concept art. It has the trike and it has the Camarasaurus. Now we might get Giga together with a herbivore in the next roadmap, just like Rex is coming with. Rex is coming with trike. Now Giga might come with something it can hunt. If they add the Shunt, that's going to be a very powerful creature. And I feel like it's going to be very overpowered currently. But I don't really know. Should I remove the Shunt or not? Shunt is an absolutely crazy dinosaur. But do you think it's gonna come with Giga? Hello guys, I am back. I went to the dentist. I came back home. A few hours passed since like a few seconds ago. And I came up with something, alright? Now, don't get too overwhelmed. I will explain. Alright, look at this. Now, I'll explain easier what a lot of people don't know. There's gonna be a secret dino probably after the OV, so coming with Maya and Kentro, right? Because 3, 2, 3, or maybe 3 and 3, or 4, 3, you know, something like that. And then in the next DNA, I just looked and I gathered more info, right, while I was gone. Dondi said in the next DNA thingy, like this, you know, after this comes this, right? We're gonna see a secret apex that's gonna be able to tussle with a T-Rex. That's what Dondi said, right? I've seen the clip of it. Tussle with a T-Rex. And it's also said, I'll try to quote him. He said that in the next DNA list, other than the Triceratops, there's going to be another predatory apex able to tussle with a T-Rex.
I can tell you that as it stands currently, there is definitely, other than the Triceratops, another predatory apex in the next update of assets in development. The next DNA list you see will have something that can tussle the Tyrannosaur, that can go around and throw its weight and be like, "Hey buddy, what the fuck are you doing over here?"
Now that's basically what he said, right? Now the thing is, he said other than the Triceratops. Now that kind of makes things harder, because predatory apex, that kind of means carnivore, right? Because carnivores prey on others, not herbivores or omnivores. But he did say other than the Triceratops, so he mentioned the herbivore. So he mentioned the herbivore and also said predatory in like the same sentence, which absolutely I don't know what to make of it. But I put here all the upcoming possibilities of the dinosaurs that could come into the next DNA list, right? They're right here. And these are the last 3 from my latest video that I think are the secret dinosaur. There was also Minmi and Evaceratops, but we don't talk about them because I don't think they're gonna be the secret dinosaur right here. Now, getting to the predatory apex tussle with the T-Rex part, I will go and say also, I remember Dondi did a stream a few months ago where he said that the Giga is at the bottom of the priority list, right? So by that, I'm just gonna delete the Giga, right, from the list, because I don't think it's coming. If what they said is, if Dondi meant carnivore by the predatory apex, I don't think it's the omnivore Dinocaurus or the herbivore Shantugosaurus, right? Now, all we're left with are the Spino and the Acro. And Spino has a model, Acro doesn't have a model. But you know what my opinion is? I am inclined to thinking the Acro is more of a possibility to be the guy who tussles with a T-Rex, right? I went ahead and asked the community what they think about it in the Isles Discord, right? And they said that Acro has a chance of fighting with the Rex if it gets to pin it down first without the Rex noticing. And also another thing, I'll also show it on the screen. Kissen said that Acro is probably, or most likely, something like that, is going to be an apex. So Kissen, with her own words, said that she thinks that Acro will be an apex, right? Long time ago, I think it was an apex when it came out, and then it transitioned into a sub-apex because, you know, Spino, Giga, Rex came, like, and those are the apex, and Acro didn't stand the chance against those 3, but it stood a chance against everything else in the Legacy game. So that's why it was like a sub-apex, but now with all the abilities and pin down and stuff, I think Acro is going to be able to pin down a Rex with its choke ability, right? Because as we see in the concept art for the Acro, look at this. It's biting the Kama, it's biting it to the ground, so it's gonna have the strength in its neck probably to just pull it down, right? It's gonna stay in mud, very happy. It's gonna literally pull down a Triceratops Triceratops, and Dondi said not other than Triceratops, right? Look at this. The Acro is tussling with a Trike, so in theory is going to be able to tussle with a Rex. Now, this is my thoughts. I don't think Spino's coming. I'll just put the smaller X because in the comments you can say if it's Spino or not. I think Acro is going to be the secret apex able to tussle with a T-Rex, alright? The thing he said, the fact that he said tussle, right? He didn't say straight up go and kill the Rex, right? Acro is able to 100% tussle with the Rex. Like, if this guy ambushes the Rex and knows what he's doing and the skill of the player is good, I think Acro, if he gets the first hand on a Rex that's unaware, he's gonna probably, you know, give him a beating that the Rex is just gonna run. Again, skill of the player and all. Now, I went ahead and did all of this, right? And here I put the secret dinosaur, right? If it's the Alo, if it's the Alo, I did the same mistake like in the last video, Alo. If it's the Allosaurus, I said, these are my ideas of the upcoming, some of them, 5. I think here are 8, right? 8. Here are gonna be 9 if you put the secret dinosaur, so maybe 9 in the upcoming DNA list. So 5 out of 9. 5 out of 9, 5 out of 9, right? One more, right? And here are 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's gonna be 4 more. Now, those are probably definitely gonna be small dinosaurs, and I'm guessing it's gonna be Mimmi, it's gonna be Mono, maybe, it's gonna be Ava, could be Austro, right? Small dinosaurs, right? But I'm guessing, because, you know, they're running out of small dinosaurs, they're gonna change it to something bigger, right? And as you saw in the last video, Punch said that in the Minimi comment. I will show it to you right now, because maybe some of you didn't watch my other video. He said, let's put some bigger things into the game first. You can only have so many creatures like Hipsy, Trudon, Baby, right? And yeah, I agree. Let's put something bigger into the game. Now, if it's Allo, what Dondi said in his last stream, like 3 weeks ago, he said after Allo comes Alberto. And he's here, right? In this DNA list, Alberto is going to make an appearance because Allo made an appearance, right? Now, Allo, a lot of you made sense in the last comment section. Maya and Allo are going to be able to tussle and fight, right? Because Maya's fast. Allo is probably going to be able to just run it down, giving it bleed, and that's going to be interesting, right? Now, Allo and Acro, you know, make sense. They're kind of like bleeders where they were in Legacy. I don't think there are anymore because Acro is going to be a choker now rather than a bleeder. So it kind of makes sense, you know, to bring the family back. Now, I put Barry again because I just have a feeling if it's not Barry here, it's definitely in the next one, right? I put Para. You know, I have a strong feeling Para is going to make an appearance in the next DNA test, DNA thingy, because Para is big, is bigger than Tenonto, and you're going to need something that the Rex, the Allo, the Alberto, the Acro, things that they will be able to feast upon, right? Because Para is going to be big and is going to correlate with Maya, right? Maya is, you know, like the small cousin of Para, kind of look the same, you know. They could use the same methods, like Maya could be, you know, walking on 2 legs and then 4 legs, right? Same with Para, you see, 2 legs here, and if it presses Z to trot, it's gonna go on 2 legs. Same mechanic as Maya, right? So I feel like Para is gonna make an appearance because Acro has to feast on something. Acro can't just feast on Tenontos and what Hipsies all his life, you know what I'm saying? And definitely gonna hunt, right? It needs something to hunt, right? Barry is coming, right? As I said, they're gonna, because a lot of people want something in the waters, something new other than, you know, babies and dinos, right? Something bigger that's gonna run after you on land. So I just feel like Barry is gonna come in the next DNA test. Now I put Austro because I wanted to put something smaller in here, but of course it could be also like Minmi, Mono, as I said, you know, stuff like that. Maggie could also very well make an appearance. I put them here twice, right? It could also make an appearance, right? Alberto and Alo are definitely gonna fight each other, right, on food and stuff. So Acro could hunt them as well, and the Para and the Tenno and the, you know, the Mayas, the Trikes, the Diablos, you know, it all makes sense. Alo with the Mayas, with the Diablos, it makes sense, right? I'm leaning towards Alo being the secret dinosaur here because it just makes sense. Diablo, Maya, Alo, right? In my mind, I just picture them all three together, right? It just, to me, it makes sense. Now, if it's Barry, I just put the Dinocaurus and the Spino here because maybe some of you think they are those, and I put him for you, right? My guess is on Acro. But again, it could be Dinocaurus or the Spino, or, meaning or, right? Because Dondi said, again, something other than the Triceratops that's gonna tussle with the T-Rex. Now, that's why I put the Dinocaurus. It's not really a predatory because it's gonna probably eat fish and plants. It's gonna be an omnivore, right? It's not really preying on stuff. It's just eating fish, right? But the Spino is preying on stuff, and we've seen the animations on Spino and stuff like that. So it could be Spino, but again, I don't think they're gonna add the Spino faster than they're gonna add the couple, right? The Barry and the Suko. It just does not make sense to me, right? In my mind. So that's why if it's gonna be like something big that's gonna tussle, I'm leaning more on Dinocaurus because, you know, it's not these two, right? These are carnivores. This is an omnivore. It's more peaceful than these two. And yeah, if you add Spino now, everybody's gonna love the Spino. And when you add the Barry and the Suko, everyone's gonna be like, yay, cool, but there's Spino in the game, so why would we go for these if we want to be the strongest, right? I know some of you don't think like that. I don't think like that. I love these two very, very much, and I will definitely play these over the Spino. But again, as we know in Legacy, people want the strongest, and if they put the Spino in the game that's able to swim, these two are just gonna get ignored by a lot of players in this game. So yeah, I don't think it's Spino, right? But again, I'll just leave it here for the sake of it. Now, if Barry comes as the secret dinosaur, Punch said Barry is gonna come first and then Suko. So that's why I put Suko here, right? I put Barry here, and Suko is probably gonna be down the list in another DNA patch, right? Because they're gonna try to keep it even, you know, not add big here and then in the next one only small ones, right? It is gonna be like, yeah, you get it. I put Suko. I put the Alo again because Dondi said after the Alo, Alberto comes, and I'm guessing Alo, if is gonna be here, is probably gonna be the latest, and after it in another DNA is gonna be Alberto, you know, ending the list with something cool, starting the next list with something cool, right? But again, Alo could still be, you know, up here or up here somewhere. Again, the Para, you know. Barry is, of course, seen hunting small things like Herreras. It could hunt Diablos if, you know, I think so, maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be like 1400 kilograms, right? So you make that decision. Like, it could hunt Heras, Dilos, Oviraptors, anything that comes in the water. I've seen it hunt Tenontos, so that's cool. It could hunt Ceratos. I think it's gonna be heavier than a Cerato, so that's cool. But again, I added the Para because, again, if you add Spino or Dinocaurus, you know, if you add the Spino, right, you can't really not have something big. Like, Rex will just... Spinos and Rexes, while they're strong, I don't think a lot of players will risk fighting each other because now it takes a lot of skill. It's not just about turn around him, bite his tail until he's dead. And, you know, they're gonna be careful, right? They're gonna act careful. And it can't really go for Trike forever because Trike, I think Spino is something that will rule next to the waters and swamps like nobody else, right? But again, I think it's Acro, man. I think it's Acro, and Acro just makes sense to me, right? It just makes sense. It's an apex according to Kissen, and yeah, but you know, You can choose between these two if you like them, right? Again, Maggie, I put it here and here because if Mega comes, I'll show you right now. Megalania. Here's Megalania. Here down here you see the Maggie and the Mega, and it's just gonna look, it's biting it, literally biting it. So there's gonna be a rivalry between them, right? There's gonna be a rivalry we're gonna see between these two, right? I'm starting to, you know, not think it's Mega anymore, right? Mega could literally come one of these here, right? In any of these, Megalania could literally be here. Remember, these are only 5 dinosaurs I picked. There's gonna be like, what, 4 more in this DNA test? So this can be here, here, one here, and one here. And there's 2 more, maybe even 3. Because if you add 1 here, there's gonna be like, you know, 3. So even 3 more left here, you can pick any of them. It could be Mega down here, Mini, Mono, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, Allo, I think Allo is gonna make an appearance in the next DNA list, you know, Acro and Allo, right? But again, is it too much, right? You know, it could be too much, Allo and Alberto, because, you know, but again, you know why I think it's Allo right here? Do you know why I think that? Because Dondi in his latest stream, I think it was the latest, and I was on stream when he said this. He said, and I think I said it in the last video as well. He said, Alberto comes after Allo, right? He looked on the list, and then somebody asked him what comes before Allo, right? And he looked on the list and said, okay, I'm not gonna say that name because people will just go insane or something like that, right? And if he was looking on the list and was like, Allo is coming before Ovi, right? Or before Maya, no, after Maya or after Kentro, right? Allo could literally be here somewhere. If Allo is coming after those, you know, like literally at the end, it could come here, right? I'm guessing it's there because somebody said something was added after the Oviraptor. But if it's at the end here, right? It could literally mean, you know, after Kentro, Allo is coming. And if Dondi read that Kentro is the name before Allo, everybody would have gone insane. Because, oh my god, we're getting Allo in the literally the next one, first boy, right? And if it's Allo, this is Alberto, right? If it's Alberto, then, you know, Barry and stuff like that. It just happens, right? If Allo is here and it's coming with these, you know, they could start the list with Alberto because, you know, Dondi said it's coming after Allo. But again, it could be Barry, right? Barry could hunt Ovis, could hunt Mayas, could hunt Heras, basically everything on the list except the big boys. Suko could hunt bigger boys like, you know, the Para and stuff like that. Suko could, with Allo and Alberto, could have a rivalry. Again, I think Acro is the apex, right? I think Acro is the apex. It's it has to be, man. It literally has to be, because, you know, there's no other way. Now, if you think there's something else, if you think it's Giga, fair for you. I mean, I just remember Dondi saying, you know, Giga is at the bottom of the list, right? And I think Anki with Giga are gonna come together, right? These two are gonna come together, because in the concept art for Anki, I think I see a Giga biting someone. And thank you very much for the comment that mentioned that out in my latest video. He said that wasn't Acro, it was actually Giga fighting the Anki, right? So these two could be like at the bottom of the list. We're gonna get them in like over here in the next DNA or even after that, right? So yeah, I think Spino is not coming in this, but it's probably coming after it, right? And I think these two are probably gonna come together, right? You know, in the next one, Spinos here and Dinoceras somewhere down here, right? Is gonna be interesting, right? And they're kind of finishing the mechanics, you know. Mega is gonna be able to climb and burrow. Acro is gonna be able to choke, you know, just like the T-Rex, you know. I think T-Rex is definitely gonna be able to choke people, and the Acro could use some of the mechanics of the Tyrannosaurus, and actually also pushing the idea that Acro is the guy to come next. Barry again with Zuko could share the same similarities. You know, walking in water, swimming could have similar things, eating fish, you know, stuff like that. Para shares a lot of things with Maya, you know, the body, the playstyle probably, you know, we could see them chill together and stuff. Austro shares with Barry, you know, their aquatics, but also Austro is kind of between Barry and Baby. They said in a comment that they want Baby and Austro to kind of play like the same thing, right? I think Kissen said Austro, they want to make Austro swim as freely as the Baby or something like that, right? Now Maggie, again, it's big, it's meaty, these could feast on it. Mega is seen attacking a Maggie, right? And Maggie is probably the first one to introduce mechanics for the sauropods, right? It's the smallest sauropod. It's not really a sauropod, but Kissen and Punch talked about sauropods, and they said like the first pair would probably be Maggie, Kama, and Brachie, you know, something like that. And this guy, if it's worked on right now, it could introduce the sauropods in the future DNAs, making them easier to work on, right? Now, you can take screenshots of this if you want. Look, I'll just I will also do this, right? Look, I will kind of do this for everybody who wants to take screenshots of it. You don't have to, just to keep them with you, you know, remember what I talked about. But I really think these are the future dinosaurs we're gonna see in the game. Maybe not Mega. Mega might come in the next DNA if it's not the secret dino. May come, right? Maybe it doesn't even have a model for now. Maybe it does. Who knows? But again, I think Alo, Barry, Acro is definitely, to me, the next Apex. Zuko, Para, Alberto, these are the guys we're gonna see in the next ones. And now, these are big guys, right? They could add, you know, here could be Minmi, just for the sake of adding another small guy who can tussle with the Dryo in burrows, right? I mean, Mega can come and eat them both in a burrow and take it and nest in there. Who knows? It's gonna be cool. But yeah, I think this is all I want to share in this video. It's already long, 50 minutes. I'll have to edit it and stuff. But thank you so much for watching, guys. It was me, Mr. Beard. Again, if you have ideas, please leave them down in the comments below. What I wanted to answer in this video, what's the next Apex in my opinion that's gonna come in this list. Again, there's gonna be a secret dinosaur and an upcoming secret Apex in the next DNA list. These two are not the same, like a lot of people made the mistake of thinking. Here, the secret dinosaur is probably one of these three. I talked about it in my latest video. Please go check it out if you didn't, or you know, you don't have to, of course. Acro is, I think, in my opinion, the next Apex who's gonna be able to tussle with a T-Rex, right? Even pin it down, right? It has the strength to pull down the Kama, who says it can't just pull down the T-Rex, right? Kama is heavier than Rex, definitely. So, you know, who knows? What other thing? Oh yeah, the upcoming dinosaurs. These are the upcoming dinosaurs I think we're gonna see, like Para, Barry, Maggie, Alo, and Alberto. 5 of these I think are gonna be in here. If not Alo and Alberto, definitely Barry, Zuko, you know, something like that. But I think Acro, Alberto, and Alo will bring the openings to, you know, adding Terry, adding Shants, adding Quetzes, adding, you know, bigger stuff. And yeah, it's gonna just be fun, right? And down here, definitely we're not gonna see just big guys, we're gonna see small guys as well. But again, thank you guys for watching. It was me, Mr. Beard. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very, 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 very much for watching. I appreciate it a lot. If you have any ideas, please leave them down in the comments. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. I might have talked about something and I forgot. So yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video, and bye bye.